Mr. Pankaj Dharkar, PDA. And the topic he's going to be discussing is Build Natural Heritage, the Sustainable Face of Architecture. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a big round of applause, please.
Good evening. I want some energy. Good evening. Good. So friends, India is a beautiful and diverse country known for its vibrant and cultural heritage, eye-catching architectural gems and interesting landscape. There are in total 40 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in India, which includes the incredible Taj Mahal, Agra Fort, Fatehpur Sikri, all in your UP. Of course, ancient Buddhist site, Sarnath and historic city of Varanasi are in the tentative list. So friends, according to UNESCO, heritage is our legacy from the past that we live with today and that we pass on to future generations. Friends, we all know that your city, Lucknow, is the golden city of the East Shiraz of the Constantinople of India, is the home of some fascinating heritage sites and monuments. I must thank IDEC and Anupamji specifically for inviting me here. And yesterday when I went along with my wife for some small evening round, I could see fantastic Bara Imam Bara, Rumi Darwaja, got a fantastic law and college, Safed Radri, amazing architectural features in British Residency and Chhattar Manzil. Friends, all these heritage structures in Lucknow, a variety of passive strategies were employed to enhance thermal comfort and visual comfort, and all our historic buildings traditionally designed with many sustainable features responding to climate at site. So heritage buildings have always having various passive cooling strategies such as thick walls that have high thermal mass, high ceilings, courtyards and verandas, solar shading devices such as jalis, canopies, still and moving water bodies for evaporative cooling, natural ventilation by means of wind-induced flow to cool the indoor, along with efficient daylighting and water management systems. And we all know how many of us are practicing today, but we are trying to learn net zero from US or other developed countries, but we had all these heritage strategies available. Look at Taj Mahal, which uses number of passive cooling technologies to keep all the interior parts very lit and airy. These are jalis, huge domes, walls with high thermal mass, cross ventilation, the use of green spaces and water bodies around the built form. All these features help building become cooler, specifically in summer times. But how many of us have tried to implement all these technologies in our own projects? Friends, look at Hawa Mahal, which has 953 windows known as Zarukas that maintain ventilation as well as they keep temperature low, and we have some beautiful Venturi effect which is getting created by that. But how many of us have tried to study in terms of MEP consultants and architects to study these profiles and to see the wind velocity pressures and to see the corresponding cooling effect? So I think what I'm trying to draw here is we had these heritage examples. Architects have very nicely captured them, but they have not tried to scientifically use in our current buildings. Look at the way water harvesting has been done at Amber Fort. Believe me, 4 years back there was no electricity. The use of wind velocities have been done so fantastically that the water used to reach to the top level without any power. Friends, I belong to a place called Indore, which is near Indore. We have a place called Mandu. Mandu is located 2,000 feet above the above the Narmada level. And look at the rainwater harvesting system which has been done there several years back. They have currently 1,200 tanks of various shapes and forms. You would go to any mahal you will see a central courtyard, which is not only storing the rainwater, but also doing a very nice evaporative cooling and making the buildings cooler, create a air draft, passive stack effects, which is ensuring that the building and structures remains cool, and they also take care of water for an entire year without any electrical system which did not exist that point. So friends, passive technologies take advantage of local environment to maximize the thermal comforts and minimizing the energy usage. And this passive design principle should be developed and integrated with current advanced technologies to overcome the challenges. And I think this is the only way when the passive systems will get integrated with modern technologies will create net positive or net positive buildings, net zero buildings. We have some beautiful examples, where I live in Ahmedabad. We have this fantastic project of a Torrent Research Center, which is done with PDEC system, what we call passive down block evaporative cooling system. You can see the end where we have a stack effect created with the courtyard, and this particular project for last 14 years is maintaining 28-29 degree in Ahmedabad condition, where outdoor condition is more than 44-45 degrees summer. I've been fortunate to work with late Padma Vibhushan Dr. V.V. Doshi Saab, and this is one of the fantastic projects which fortunately in my life I've been working with him, his office now, where we have various passive technologies coupled with very modern engineering services which have been adopted here. So we have here a very big solar PV system of close to 8,000 kilowatt of systems. Coupled with that, we have DVAP systems, we have thermal storage systems, we have renewables from all possible, including geothermal, which have been adopted here. This entire 455 acres of land, we have a possibility of collecting entire biomass of entire Rajgir district. We collect it, we will have biogas produced. Biogas will produce CHP driven tire generation machines, will not only create power, but that will also drive our chillers. The waste heat just produced will create hot water, cold water, which will be used for air conditioning. So it's a very unique project where all strategies of passive and modern architecture have been implemented. This was another beautiful project. Many of you would have seen this beautiful palace of Udaipur. Here we have created a high velocity ducting system. This was the first banquet hall in the nation. The Britishers laid 400-kilometer railway line just to bring the girders. The first girder, steel girder, was put in there. The banquet had a lot of challenges because it had 48 inches wall. So what we have done here is the corridor which you rightly see here. It had some very old air conditioning system. We removed them, moved them to 300-meter away with a very modern VRV technology coupled with high velocity ducting, and given them back beautiful rooms which you can see here. They are the most expensive rooms of Udaipur. So all this is possible with modern technologies, and the requirement of air conditioning was so small that today the minimum charge in these rooms, which has the best view of Udaipur, is more than 1 lakh rupees per night. So all this is possible when modern technologies can come in and work with the high-end passive systems which are possible in old heritage building. Or today, the need is that architects should work with MEP consultant and create these examples a reality which is very much possible. This is another example where the banquet with 48 inches wall, we had 2 inches ducts, which was again used, and without harming the current structure, we could create air conditioning here, and this is something which is existing there. This is another beautiful palace hotel in Jaipur, which is Rambagh Palace, which is operated by Taj. Again here, the current structure and current boundary lines were limitation. There was not a square inch which could have been tampered with. So this was again, we created multi-utility tunnels here in the current premises where all the services were laid, and we ensured that the beautiful banquet hall was created, which is one of the most modern and very recently commissioned banquet hall of Jaipur. So this is how it was done. I don't have much time, but the engineering services got integrated. We created tunnels and ensured that the current architecture is not disturbed. This is another project in Jaipur, which is a new creation. This is absolutely on the line of Rambagh Palace. I just showed you earlier. It was original palace. This is created again in Jaipur. But here again, all passive technologies have been used with modern infrastructure, with modern engineering services. And you can see here the passive and the modern technologies blend, which created this again a beautiful project. So friends, sustainability is something which I believe should be the way forward. We spoke about carbon neutrality. We all are talking about it, but I think this is a big requirement where the architectural and young architects should work with engineers. With a lot of research needs to be done with architectural student and engineering student. That is where probably currently we don't speak to each other. I think we together can do a very big initiative for next generation. In fact, I do believe that there are so many good examples in UP itself that if air conditioning engineers who are sitting here from ISRE, I do believe them that they can work with eminent architects here, create these case studies, create scientific analysis, do research work, and then in the modern buildings we should adopt this and we should give it back to the world. I think India has such unbelievable resources which we should really explore. Friends, with that intention, when green buildings movement started way back in 2000, 2001, and when we started Ashochan Green Initiative, I am chairing that, and Anupam ji is also helping me in the UP. We had only 5,600 buildings which were certified, which were registered, and only 2,500 certified. Currently, the numbers are only 8,000. We believe that we require a movement. And with that intention, Ashochan with 4,50,000 members, we took this initiative of GEM certification. We are most infant in the nation, but we are moving very fast. With 102 universities, we already have MOUs during this COVID time and post-COVID time. And we have already started working with the United Nations, with the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, and we have now present in 10 states. 5 states have already approved a GEM certification program in line with IGBC and USGBC and GRIHA. And we are very fortunate that Indian architects like Mr. Anupam ji in UP are helping me across the nation. Friends, these are the states where we have already got certification in place in Gujarat, in Maharashtra, in Rajasthan, in Kerala, in Delhi NCR. We have already started getting recognition, and many other states will be soon getting. Varieties of projects, may it be industrial, may it be tall buildings, including what Mr. Hiranandani is putting up in New Bombay, being certified by GEM certification program. We had recently done a very important program in Lucknow. Few of us, you should have been attended this. But what we are now going to do after doing successful COP27 presence in Blue Zone with the Government of India, in COP28 we are preparing a very big team to go along with Ashochan there, and I am sure UNFCCC and Ashochan will have a bigger future. Friends, I was with my friend, sir was mentioning, I am also doing another important role for Fire and Security Association of India, where we are creating a fire FSCI Suraksha Index. Like a green building certification, what we do, we will be rating the buildings and buildings for fire and life safety and security. This will be the first global system for rating the building for its safety and security. We have already launched this, In fact, today my third batch went into the exam, and I'm very glad to tell you that out of 120 students which appeared, we are only qualifying people who score more than 75% mark. So we are qualified 30 professionals already. But I made thousands of engineering. Bureau of Energy, our national building code is saying that every building needs to be audited for fire and life safety. I think we have seen some nasty accidents in UP also, in Lucknow also. So there is a need that not only we create a very sustainable and green buildings, but it is also has to a secured and fire and life safety wise safe building. Lot of tall buildings are going to come, whatever debates we have, and tall buildings are going to bring taller risk of life. And therefore, it is important that every occupant in the building understands this, and to create that awareness, FSA has taken this initiative, and I will share some with you the entire index with all of you through IDEC also. So once again, coming back, I think this week is a very important week. 18th April happens to be the World Heritage Day, and we all know that heritage and climate. The theme for last 22 was heritage and climate, and World Heritage Day in 2023 is going to be heritage changes, and you all sitting here are going to contribute to the next generation's future. So, friends, once again, thanks to all of you for listening to me passionately. And I think I am finishing 30 seconds before time. So, once again, thank you so much, Lucknow.
I was actually going to give you some extra time, but you finished way before time. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Mr. Pankaj Dharkar, please. What a wonderful expert speak. Now would I'd like to call on stage Mr. Anupam Mittal from Arunam Consultancy to please felicitate Mr. Pankaj Dharkar. A big round of applause, please.